at this point, so close to level 20, I have to really reflect upon every game that involves leveling in something where you have to have an amount of time already spent doing an activity to gain levels to have an increased advantage in the activity that you are doing. Hence the leveling. You're getting close to level 20, and I just can't believe how much it takes to get us there. We're just at it for days. We're just at it, going at it. And it's like, who set these titles there to try and be achieved, and by what means are we moving forward to achieve them? The titles. When do you ever want this thing? We're entering into the shallows. Prison cells and traps intended to contain demonic beings once sprawled across the region, but thorough excavations cracked a portion of the dungeon's roof and flooded the region with murky water. Only pockets of structures remained beneath the region, shallow wash, surrounded by dungeon debris and perished demonic prisoners during the centuries following the flood. Sediment corrupted the lake as well as beings swept into the region, many of whom were originally beings but have since grown paranoid and in some cases openly hostile. Eventually, curious and migratory monsters crept into the dungeon through the mountainous lake caverns, adding to the region's population. Some were killed or victim to the region's remaining tramps, but others flourished and rose to power, dominating all others with sheer force or looking terror. A covey of hags has taken up residence in the north, and a narrow stretch of partially collapsed dungeon rooms, butting with the undead tombs in region O. The vicious creature plot to seize control of the region for themselves, hoping to kill all opposition and enslave all others, utilizing a wide variety of terror tactics. The hags are feared by nearly all the denizens, who view them as great lingering evil from before the wash. Stored in an dark green dragon lair in region central moors, lording over all territory within view, and preying mercilessly upon any who creep out from dark waters or the few remaining dungeon corridors. The beast has long since grown too large to leave this place, and contends with its surroundings, remaining the fulcrum of old power in the region. He views everything herein as property, and all creatures herein as playthings to be exploited for cruel pleasure as he sees fit. Caught between these dark forces are two outposts of displaced aquatic races, both living in the cool western waters near the entrances. The lake's northern waters are home to a school of merfolk who, naturally defense mischievous personalities, now manifest as intensely distrust for all outsiders. Though not aggressive, the merfolk can easily push too violent, and if they people are threatened, they are concentrated foremost with their own lives, viewing the water home as a prison. They must defend it if they are to survive. The south lake bed rises nearly to the surface. The portions of the original dungeon complex spike out of the sediment. These shallow water chambers are home to a small community of fiercely provincial Trishans who view the structures of their final home. Prone to headstrong outbursts, the Tritons do everything in their power to keep outsiders at bay, fighting to the death to control the dwellings. As you arrive in the region, is delicate balance of power waiting to be upset, sparking open conflict. Recent events are responsible for renewed friction between the region's factions. Take advantage of one or more of these situations to thin out the herd. Alternately, simply align themselves with one or more factions, choosing to sculpt the ecology and earn lots of respect and loot before they can move on. Politics of evil are not spared, and party may venture into prisons, originally cells into the south, or into the deeper waters to the east, where classic dungeon crawling dangers may be found. Killing Shore. To the south, the subterranean lake shore narrows sharply, stretching beyond your line of sight into darkness. To the east, the ruins of this portion of the dungeon reappear, the shoreline giving way to collapsed granite masonry. Here, a trodden patch of pulverized stone edge, three sets of skeletal remains, only two of them human, lie prone, their hands clawing at one spot to sand. Each skeleton equipment is pinned for purveyors of lakeshore exposure. A strange sense of ever exhilarating swims through you as you survey the scene. Mosaic room. This room was once fully tiled in attractive mosaic patterns, but its southern, eastern corner and part of the hallway leading east have collapsed. These parts of the room open onto a dense bog that extends the mosaics, obscuring all but the enormous image of the tusked boar's head upon the northern floor and wide depiction of a fang, a viper on the northern wall, the black shadow of another image that once adorned the eastern wall is largely lost to time in the destructive that ravaged this area. Ravid nest. Shackled worm. Boss battle. You fight a massive worm. Necrojade prison. You fight necrojades. Moaning pools. Hag Cove lair. Grey Render's lair. Mugrets. Western Lake. Waternaga lair. Submerged dungeon door. Abandoned cave. Sea cat lair. Merfolk temple. Merfolk colony. Corrupted reef. We appear to be underwater through this adventure. This is an underwater adventure. We have been underwater this entire time. In caves. Underwater caves. I don't know if he caught on. Abandoned merfolk colony. Tananariel's vein. Triton Forge. Triton Colony. Triton Armory. Coral Reeds. The Boglands. Merfolk Outcast. Body Sponge. Sparkling Pillar. Bright Lights, Deep Folly, Grey Render Gate. Sinkholes, Troll Lair. Lake Channel. The Walking Willow. Dragon Spike. The final resting place of Alanaya the Brave. Thornton the Pillager. Dragon Snare. Lizard Lair, Dragon Strike. The Caged Avatar. Toadie's Lair, the Grappling Wall. The Abyssal Edge. The Well of the Last Resort. The Mariner's Passion. The Shadow in the Waves. Hunting Mist, Killed at Shore. Immaculate Guard Post, Drenched Triton Scouts. Triton Camp 1, Triton Camp 2, Triton Camp 3, The Crystal Pits, The Warning Grounds. Wow. Prison Checkpoint, Unstable Guard Post, Refuge. Fire Cell, Chain Cell, Blade Cell, Water Cell, Empty Cell, Ice Cell, Rest Area, Chains of Remorse, Unstable Cell, Eternal Charm, Water Spider Lair, Scorpion Cell, Barghest Lair, Golem Post, Lizardfolk Refuge, Lizardfolk Trap, Scales of Perseverance, Gemsect Lair. Well, I guess that settles it. After whatever I just said, I have no idea what just happened. But you went through some caves underwater, with some coral reefs and some encounters of various designs. And it's been a long time now, an obscenely long time when you actually count the time that has passed. So, you are now level 20. Consider yourself fully leveled up.